What's good, y'all? I'm about to react to this cosmic Marvel post of Hailee Steinfeld has begun recording her lines as Gwen Stacy for Spider-Man Beyond the Spider-Verse. I can't wait for this movie to come out, man. I really did enjoy myself for the last movie, but the first movie was pretty good, though. But I'm going to continue to watch this whole series. I wonder sometimes if anything ever gets scrapped because I said a word miles in so many different ways and tones. They probably have a whole library. Okay, that was her speech. Okay, Variety article. Hailee Steinfeld on her Marvel and Spider-Verse feature and how fans awkwardly quote sinners in public. It can get weird fast. I ain't gonna lie, she was pretty good in Sinners though. I give it to her. She was pretty good vampire in that movie. Yeah, I definitely want to buy the steelbook for that movie. Hailee Steinfeld no longer has to prove herself. When Steinfeld walks into a room with the sincere composure that comes from experience after nearly 2 decades in Hollywood, she carries herself with quiet confidence, but lately she has to adjust to something new. Strangers yelling explicit movie quotes at her in public, specifying the one from her hit vampire horror film Sinners. Fire movie, fire. Which line you might ask? I heard you loud and clear, but then you stuck your tongue in my goose and fucked me. What's so hard? I figure you changed my mind. What? Oh, they was talking about the people that interacted with her with a movie quote. Oh, well, yeah. Okay. I didn't need to know all that. I respect and appreciate you, she said, with loud reflect on her viral reception to her film and responded to fans who quoted it to her industry. I know what the line is. You don't have to tell me. People like to bring up certain moments in the movie, certain lines that always awkwardly in the market or out in public. That line needs no explanation for fans of Warner Bros. Southern Gothic epic which had dominated the cultural conversation since its spring release. The moment delivered Steinfeld's character Mary on a humid New Orleans train platform was clipped, meme, and replayed across TikTok, igniting think pieces and priorities alike. Or what just happened? What the world? What the world? What the world? What the world? Okay, what's going on? What's going on, Variety? Hit me with an ad. Okay. Okay, what's Steinfeld tells Variety Awards Circuit podcast that she didn't see that type of reception coming. I certainly didn't expect that line or any other lines that people really ran with from Mary to sort of explode the way they did. She says on this week's episode, you never expect these things to blow up, and it always so interesting to see what people take with them and run with. On the episode of the Variety Awards Circuit podcast, Steinfeld discusses her experience working with Oscar-nominated filmmakers on Sims, one of the year's biggest hits and this upcoming season's most undeniable awards contenders. She also reflects on her first Oscar nomination 15 years ago for True Grit and teases bits from Spider-Man Beyond the Spider-Verse and whether she will return to the Marvel Cinematic Universe as Kate Bishop. She was horrible at Kate Bishop in Holocaust show. She couldn't fight worth a damn in that show. I could care less about her character. And she says she gonna summon the new Avengers. Man, she's supposed to be one of the leaders of the new Avengers. Oh God, I guess leader of the younger Avengers. So it's supposed to be her, Miss Marvel, um, Wilcon. He's supposed to be Scarlet Witch son. I guess by gay son. I guess that's how they made it in Agatha show. But man, that new Avengers squad ain't looking too good, especially Thunderbolts just claim themselves as the new Avengers. Oh God, this ain't looking too bad. This not looking too good for Marvel right now. Also on the episode tonight, the breakout star from musical Kisser. Oh, I don't know what that is. Snap. What's up? What's up? What they got? Okay, no, I just start from right there. When I read a script, there's always a scene or two that you did hear or red circle. That's the hill to climb. It's the daunting thing that eats you alive until you shoot it. I hope we wouldn't shoot that scene too soon, so I'd have time to feel grounded in where the characters was, and sure enough, we shot it first. Get off my screen. Shaq Wiz gum. I never taste Shaq gummies though. I wanna know how good they taste. I wanna know they taste like Gushers. We were filming in New Orleans during hurricane season, so everything got moved around. I got a call that they pulled up that scene. One of the two I thought we saved for the end. It was the first thing Michael B. Jordan and I shot together. I thought I needed time with Ryan Coogler to build rapport, but it actually worked out by then. Our characters have lived some of the memories we referred to in the film. It was almost like we did it in reverse, but in a great way. We were fighting like crazy that day, so we didn't do a lot of takes. The camera was rolling as long as it could, getting as much as possible before the mag ran out. I definitely didn't expect that line or any of Mary's lines to explode the way they did, but there it is. There's one more detail I love. Ruth E. Carter, our custom designer, and I made a last minute change. There was a red dress I originally imagined for that scene, this fury entrance off the train. But Ryan said, what if she's in a pretty pale mauve tone? It makes what she says even more unexpectedly, and he was right. It changed the energy completely. Completely. Okay. I ain't gonna lie, they're throwing me off with this article, man. I want to know what Sheets was talking about. That's a whole article too. Oh, this is going by over. Okay, let's just get to Gwen Stacy. You're also back as Gwen Stacy in Spider-Man Beyond the Spider-Verse. What can you tell us? We're into it. I wonder sometimes if anything ever gets scrapped because I've said the word miles in so many different ways and tones. They probably have a whole library. But the process is constantly changing. You never get the full script at the top. It evolves, and that makes it so crazy and fun to be a part of. Crazy thing, I never knew she voices Gwen Stacy. And I like Gwen Stacy in the film though. But I never knew she voiced that. So dang, she playing two Marvel characters. She a voice actor and a live action character. Wow, she out here doing Josh Brolin numbers. His whole appearance, Josh Brolin, he's Thanos and Cable. But that's pretty cool to see. Crazy. RDJ, he finna play two roles. Even Chris Evans played two. He played Captain America and Human Torch. RDJ played Doctor Doom and Iron Man. And Idris Elba, he also played two roles. Him, Doll, and the dude from Ghost Rider, Spirit of Vengeance movie. That was a pretty good movie though. But she not the only one. Okay, what advice you to break that? Okay. Actually, that's all I'm gonna read right there. Hopefully, Beyond the Spider-Verse be better than the second movie they had. I love the first movie. The first movie with Miles Morales Spider into the Spider-Verse. That was I ain't gonna lie, that was a good movie. That was definitely a good movie. But his second movie, that was not too good for me. I didn't like the second movie. Hopefully this third movie be pretty good. And can't wait for how she do, Miles Morales do, the whole cast do for that movie. And I'm going to leave it there. And don't forget to run the views up for your boy. And I catch y'all later. Peace.